Mechanism of breathing. Inhalation. During inhalation, diaphragm moves downwards, rib cage moves outwards. Because of this, volume inside the rib cage increase, and as volume increase, pressure decreases inside the lungs. Due to this, air from the outside enter into the lungs. During exhalation, diaphragm moves upwards and ribcage moves inwards. Because of this, volume inside the ribcage decreases. As volume decreases, pressure increase, and as pressure increase, air inside the lungs that goes out of the body. Gases. Exchange of gases in our body takes place in lungs and in tissues. Exchange of mainly two gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, takes place in these parts. In alveoli, alveoli are the ends of the bronchioles in the lungs. The singular of alveoli, that is called as alveolus, or we can call that alveolar sac. In this, oxygen rich air enter to the alveolar sac, and that oxygen, as it is having more concentration in the alveolar sac, oxygen enter into the blood capillary. Blood capillary brings carbon dioxide rich blood, and as carbon dioxide is having more concentration in the capillary, so that it moves out of the blood capillary into the alveolar sac. So oxygen enter into the capillary and carbon dioxide from capillary comes to the alveolar sac. In this way, gaseous exchange takes place in alveolar sac, and that carbon dioxide we exhale. That oxygen rich blood, with the help of transportation system, enter to the tissues, and over there in the tissue cells, all the capillaries which are attached with the tissue cells, these capillaries are again single cell thick, and because of that, by the process of diffusion, oxygen which is rich in blood capillaries enter into the tissue cells, and as tissue cells have more carbon dioxide, due to the production of energy, carbon dioxide is formed, and that carbon dioxide which is rich in the tissue cells, that comes into the blood capillaries. So the oxygen from the blood capillary enter into the tissue cells, and carbon dioxide which is rich in tissue cells, that enter to the blood capillary. This carbon dioxide rich blood is taken to the lungs, and again it is exchanged in the alveolar sac. In this way, gaseous exchange takes place in different parts of the body.
Good morning, students. Today we are talking about respiration in different animals. Different animals having different types of body conditions and body system, so they have different types of processes through they perform respiration, inhaling and exhaling process. The first one is simple diffusion. Diffusion is a process through which the molecules spread from high concentration to low concentration. Simple diffusion is a very simple type of process, and this type of process takes place in simple type of animals like amoeba, paramecium, euglena. These are unicellular mainly. Second is by skin. Some animals can perform respiration process by skin, and they have moist skin. Very good example is earthworm. Earthworm can perform respiration, especially we are talking about inhaling and exhaling process through skin, and skin is moist. Next one is by gills. There is specific type of organs which take oxygen from the water and release out carbon dioxide into the water. And gills present in fishes and prawns. Prawns are the aquatic insects. Next one is spiracles. Spiracles are the pores on the body and they connect with tube-like structure, tracheal system. And spiracles present in insects. All the insects related to spiracle type of respiration. Examples are housefly, mosquito, cockroach, bees, and so many. And last one is lungs. Complicated body organ. Lungs can perform respiration, inhaling and exhaling process, and higher level of organisms can perform respiration through lungs like reptilia, lizard, snake, turtle, crocodile. Birds, all birds, pigeon, eagle, hawk, and so many. And all the mammals, human, monkey, apes, lion, tiger, etc. Now we are talking about very specific animal. This is called frog. Frog can perform respiration through skin, gills, and lungs. In condition of larva stage, frog can perform respiration through gills because larva is a aquatic condition of frog. And in aquatic condition, frog larva can perform respiration through gills. Next one is when frog perform hibernation process. Now frog perform respiration through skin. Under the earth, they are in hibernation, means winter sleep or summer sleep. During this sleep, frog can perform respiration through skin and slow down body function also. Or during the rainy season, when they come out from the hibernation on the land, they perform respiration through lungs. So frog is very unique example, can perform through gills, skin and lungs. A very unique example. Now we are talking about respiration in plants. Plants also can perform respiration, and this type of respiration is very simple because plants do not have typical type of respiratory system. They can perform respiration through simple diffusion process. Plants parts can perform respiration individually, means roots can perform their own respiratory process, leaves can perform their own respiratory process, and stems also can perform their own respiratory process. So transportation of gases is very less because individual part can perform their own respiratory process. Let's start with the respiration in roots. Roots are the underground part of the plant. So roots can perform respiration through root hairs. Very simple, minute fibers like structures on the surface of roots, and these structures are called root hairs. They absorb oxygen present in between the soil particles and release out carbon dioxide from the body through root hairs. And the process is again simple diffusion process. So roots can perform respiration through root hairs. Next one is respiration in leaves. Very minute pores present on the leaves, and these pores are called stomata. Stomata are the opening, these are the pores. Through the pores, leaves can perform respiration, take oxygen and release out carbon dioxide. Stomata also help during the photosynthesis. During the photosynthesis, through stomata, carbon dioxide absorbed and oxygen, which is extra in amount, release out during the daytime. But respiration performed day as well as during night time, 24 hours. And now third part of the plant is stem. Again the process is simple diffusion. Woody plants having small pores, and these pores are called lenticles. So stems can perform respiration through pores called lenticles. But young plants, herbs having the same stomata, which is also present on the stem, but these stomata present only in herbs. But in woody stems, Specific type of pores are present. These pores are called lenticles. And through the lenticles, stems can perform respiration. So in simple diffusion process, plant can perform respiration without a specific respiratory system. Stems, roots and leaves can perform respiration individually.